I'm just so self-conscious about how this is gonna go in that 65 to 75% mark that I almost can't get too excited about it. Cause I'm like, you don't know yet. It's November 12th and my friend has her book coming out today. Oh my God, how cool is this? This is the thing I've enjoyed the most about authortube. That's probably a lie, but it's one of the things I've enjoyed most about authortube is that I get to meet all of these other cool writers and have so much fun bonding over our stories and just our shared love of writing. But then eventually some of their books come out. Like I got to get The Riser Saga by Becca, and I actually beta read For In a Mirror by Emily Boerne. And how cool is that? It's something that, you know, as a kid you go through the store and you see all these books and like you don't fully get what all goes into it, and then as you learn what all goes into it, the fact that for this book at least, because I got to beta read for Emily, I had even like the tiniest part involved with this book is crazy to me and I loved it. So it's just one of those really cool things that like I get to celebrate with my friend, and I got a little sneak peek behind the scenes, and I'm just so excited because I know how hard she's worked at this book over the years, and I know if y'all have been watching her NaNoWriMo vlogs, what she's been doing this November in order to get the rest of the series out. And it's just, other writers inspire me so much. I think that's what I'm saying. But it is now 7:44 a.m. and we do have ice. Because again, Texas weather, you don't really get snow, but you do get gross icy stuff. But I'm still excited. I just feel like I get to be a little bit cozier as I write. And there's something fun about that, yeah? Like a different kind of mood. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. I'm getting to this part where there's like this exchange between the armor and one of the other people in the house, because the armor is actually a part of the house. Now we find out more about his backstory later and why he sticks around when the main character feels like she can kind of suss out that he doesn't want to. But I'm at this weird part where it's like anytime I write something to do with the house, I get a little bit nervous because I know that that's something I'm not positive about as we get closer toward the end. Like it's gonna take a lot of rereading and thinking about how to fix it, because that's that 65 to 75% mark that I just never quite figured out, not even in my prep. I know what I want the conclusion of the house to be, but it's gonna be getting it there. So yeah, so just as the writer, every time I'm doing something with it, I just get a little bit nervous because I know that I don't have it yet. Sometimes I do good things, but I'm just so self-conscious about how this is gonna go in that 65 to 75% mark that I almost can't get too excited about it. Cause I'm like, you don't know yet. But looky here, 22,022 words. That's such a good number. Okay, let's see what my 22nd thousandth word is. Of. It's of. Did I already have of? Nope. It's another one of those small words that I just don't have yet. So okay, we'll see. What? I'm having so much trouble with writing today. Like this one, I accidentally wrote French instead of fresh the first time. And then over here, I could not type shock to save my life. I don't know if my brain's being dumb or if it's like my fingers. I think it's my brain, because then I just finished on the sentence. A second and then the person would appear, their voice announcing their presence before their body. I meant to say that you could like hear them coming through this echoey space. So like you heard them before you saw them, but before their body. My goodness. Ooh. But now that I've passed 1,000 words for the day, I'm actually gonna take a quick break. While I get to some writing and finishing my cappuccino, I'm gonna flip you guys back to last night where I explained the rules of the challenge that I'm gonna attempt to do today, because I didn't do it last night, and yeah, but I'm really excited. Okay. Back to yesterday me. This was created by my friend Emily Boerne. Basically what you do is that you have these different character attributes and you cut out certain things between the personality, the quirk, fear, aspiration, family, and financial situation in order to create this character, and then you come up with the inciting incident and write from there. And I'm excited about that. I think it's gonna be really fun. I like the idea of breaking up NaNoWriMo into doing something like this. Sorry, I'm reaching for my thing to set this up. Also, I have Lizelle Sambury's vlog on in the background. You should definitely check her out. She's great. Okay, in case you see it. Dramatic. This is gonna be fun because there's a lot of different options. So for like personality, we have the option of bubbly, sullen, curious, or ignorant. I cannot cut in straight lines. How did I pass like kindergarten? I don't know. For personality, my character is bubbly. My character is gonna be bubbly. Next up, we have like the individual quirks of the character, with the options being the ears turn red when lying, twirls hair around a finger to flirt, taps foot when nervous, or eye twitches when angry. And our winner is, oh no, I dropped one. Twirls hair around finger to flirt. And then we get to talk about their fears. Metallic objects, cotton candy, sailboats, or bats. That's interesting. That tried to fly, that's okay. Let's see what my character is gonna be. What is it? I can't see. Cotton candy. Scared of cotton candy. Interesting. Okay. Not that you have to have the fear in order to write about the fear, but like I don't have claustrophobia, and yet I've felt claustrophobic in moments, so I know how to write that. And I can assume someone that's scared of a snake feels similarly to my fear of grasshoppers, but the idea about cotton candy is really going to be an interesting one for me to write about. I'm excited. I'm also interested how I'm going to fit all of this into one story, but this will be fun. Okay, and then their aspiration: climb the Himalayas, own a home, world-class surgeon, or famous trumpet player. Let's add to this bubbly person, shall we? Oh, they want to climb the Himalayas. Heck yes, they do. All right, we got two more options. Family and their financial situation. This is such an interesting way when you like boil a character down to these kind of things to see how different or similar you can make a character with each of these different attributes. Regarding family, do they live with their grandmother, have 2 dads and 2 sisters, a mom, dad, and a brother, or an orphan with no siblings? Lives with their grandmother. And again, for the final part of the challenge, we're going to talk about their financial situation. Our options are $1 million from the lottery, has family money, works 2 jobs to make ends meet, or is bankrupt. Okay, oh, is bankrupt. Let us see. What am I gonna write about? What am I gonna write about? Thank you, Pastel, for not figuring it out. I did finish my cappuccino and my breakfast. I managed to add about 200 more words to my story in that time. I actually did think about this a little bit between last night and this morning. My main character is going to be younger because she lives with her grandma. I think it's gonna work. And she's at like a carnival with someone she's interested in. That way I can get the bubbly personality, I can get the cotton candy, and I can get the flirting and the hair twirling. The parts I still need to include, I think, are the Himalayas, but I think that could be a conversation they're having on their like pseudo date. Like maybe she doesn't know, they don't know if it's a date yet and blah, blah, blah. And then the bankrupt thing, I was actually thinking for my twist ending. I won't give it away yet, but I do need to write it. Theoretically, like, you can know all of these things about your characters, right? And you don't unveil it all in one. Like with mine and the armorer's backstory, we learn all of it in waves, and in fact aren't gonna learn the biggest thing until the very end. It was actually one of the epiphanies I had when I was prepping. But I mean, you can't learn that all in one thing, even though that's exactly what I'm gonna try and do here. Okay. It looks like the icicles are finally starting to melt. I'm getting random drops. But okay, I think I did it. What actually ended up being the hardest was putting in the Himalayas, but I realized that I needed to put it before because I started right in the middle of the carnival scene. I think I got it. How many words did I get? 778. This was such a fun break from NaNoWriMo. I am not editing this or anything, so I think I just did my best to hit all of the stuff. I'm sure there's going to be errors in this, but if you do want to read it, the character writing challenge, I'll leave the Google Drive down below. It's just cute. It's so different from Project Death that it was really fun. That being said, I did spend 20 minutes or so trying to do it, so now I need to get back to my story. Because I am not yet at 2,500 words for the day, which is the goal. And actually, honestly, if I could could do another 5,000 word day, I'd be at the 25,000 word mark, and that's really gonna be my goal. Now, to be fair, the next couple scenes, I don't know how many words it's gonna be, but I think I can almost copy and paste because I did them so well at the time. It's just my main character seeing the best friend for the first time again, now that the best friend has been in the castle for a few days and my best friend's been with the armor and dealing with the house and like just learning all this stuff. So this is the first time in their lives that they haven't really been together all this time. So there's an element of missing each other, a continued element of the main character lying to protect her best friend, and all sorts of other stuff that I'm hoping sets the stage for the ultimate conclusion for their relationship. Anyways, it's gonna be fun. I do think, let me just figure out how many words I can basically copy paste. The only time I felt so confident, and I remember as I was going through my reread process where I was like, whoa, I did so good here. And then immediately after, it's like I skipped a scene. Let me show you. So I have this scene, and then there's a scene that literally says, this needs to bridge the gap somehow, but I'm not sure how. Great. So I came up with the stuff missing, but obviously I have to write it all for the first time. So let's see what the copy and paste is gonna take me up to. Scroll, scroll, scroll. That's 917 words. Let me highlight that in red. And then the next scene is another 787. And then it's gonna be all zero draft words for a while. And this is where we're meeting the son of the people in charge of the capital. From here on out, we've introduced all the main players. It only took, oh look, see, 24,000 words, but it's done. All the main players are now in the story. It is now 3:07 though. I did manage to do my yoga and take my shower, but at 5, I'm gonna be celebrating Emily's book release over on her channel. We're all gonna be doing a live stream and talking books and fun stuff. So that means I have like a hard deadline to get this vlog up and get all my words written, because I don't really think I'm going to be wanting to do anything else today. So I have a little under 700 words I still need to get to hit the 25,000. Let's freaking do this. Can I set you right here? Oh, I can. You're sitting on top of a mug, so you know. Look at that, 25,001. I actually, okay. I did the bridging of it into 2 scenes. So this scene, and then I'm adding a little snippet above the scene I already kind of had. I'm feeling really solid about this. I'm gonna stop the camera, but I'm actually going to continue writing because I'm literally in the middle of a sentence, but my 25,000th word is quickly. My 23rd and 24th were inside and away, so who knows? Who knows, man? This is one of those instances that I had to reread all of it in order to figure out how to bridge the gap. So like when I was taking my reread notes in October, this was one of those things that I was like, haha, I have the answer. That's, I guess, why I'm so concerned about this 65 to 75% mark, is because I did not quite figure it out after my reread and all of the additional scene work I did, where I'm still just like, that's, God, I'm so nervous about that. It's fine. It's not fine. But we're going to file and save. And hitting 25,000 does actually take me all the way through to day 10 of my personal goal, so I'm not that far behind anymore. I mean, I'm certainly not on track yet, but I'm feeling a lot better. I think I'm back to feeling like I can do this. I don't know about the full first draft, but it's like I have hope again. There's a glimmer of hope. My hope had died, and now there's a glimmer. But all right, please do comment down below. Let me know if you've hit any milestones recently. 25,000 words for me does feel like that, but actually the glimmer of hope feels more like a milestone. Also, I'm gonna tag everyone who's watching, if you're interested, to do the character writing challenge. I had a lot of fun with it. I do think it's really nice as like a break from NaNoWriMo, but if you've been wanting to get into authortube, I think this is a great way to do it. It can show like some creativity, but also there's like a structure to it, which is fun. And then also please do comment down below and let me know if there are certain days where your brain just is not working. Despite doing so well, I don't know that I've ever had so many typos in one day. What happened? But thank you all so much for watching, and I will be, probably as soon as this is up, over on Emily's channel. So I will see y'all all there or tomorrow with another video. Bye. But I'm the one. Okay. It's happening.